Aloha, my name is Marina, and I'm from White Feather Wellness. And today we're going to talk about grounding, and also how to get over or out of overwhelm. So let's start with grounding. First of all, what is it? So it's essentially our connection to the earth. And for instance, our ancestors were really connected to the earth because they walked barefoot. They were literally touching the earth. Whereas we wear shoes, not shoes with leather bottoms, which would conduct the energy, but we wear shoes that have rubber bottoms, which doesn't conduct the energy. So what else is different? We don't sleep on the floor. They would sleep on the ground, on animal furs. And again, wear moccasins or some kind of woven material underneath their feet. So really, they were way more connected than we are. In addition, we drive in cars. We sleep on beds. We're several stories above the ground. And they didn't. They walked a lot. So why is grounding important? It's really important for us to have a sense of connectivity to the earth, but we're also getting our energy from the earth. And think about it. Everything we have comes from Mother Earth. Our food, our water, our clothing, even our computer. It didn't come from outer space. It came from the earth. So another reason it's important is that so many people tell me they just don't have enough energy. And my Qigong teachers, I did all my training in China, and I've studied with various Qigong teachers, but really what I got was that I could be doing Qigong, which Qi is energy, Gong means to cultivate or to practice. So I could be doing Qigong just by imagining the earth energy coming up my legs and the sky energy coming down and merging in my low belly, which we call Dantian. So earthing or grounding is something I can be doing, and Qigong is something I can be doing. But we're not always focusing on that. So another thing is why it's so important is it allows us to bring up the energy. So there's got to be an exchange. Grounding is about exchanging energy. So energy is coming up, but it's also going down. So you may have heard about trees in the forest and how they live like families. So what I understand is that all the trees have roots. They're collecting the earth energy. It's coming up into their trunk and then to their leaves, which are like our arms, our branches, and our head. That's the top part of our trunk. So, but what happens if one tree, like let's say a younger tree, it's planted and there's rocks there and it's really not getting enough nourishment or water? What will happen is it communicates with the other trees. I've seen pictures of this and how the roots are connected and intertwined. And what they do is it sends out a message. The other trees sense that, and they send water and they send nutrients to the tree. So you see there's an exchange. It comes in and it goes down. So speaking of exchange, and my belief is in order to bring clean, pure energy in, first we have to let go of the blockages in the body. We have to release we call it stagnant or cloudy qi in Qigong. And so I love exercises that do that. So what I'm going to teach you are a few of Donna Eden's exercises that will help unblock those blockages and also make it available for you to receive energy. So first of all, if you're not walking barefoot, you have this amazing tool in your kitchen. Pretend this is my foot, and you can just take it and rub all around the bottom of your feet with a spoon. And if you do figure eights with the spoon or with your hand, that will help your polarities, because sometimes we're flipped upside down. The top's not the north polarity and the bottom's not the south. So when we do figure eights, that helps our polarities. Now, on your feet, you could do your hands too, but pretend this is the top of my foot. You know how there's these tendons in your feet? People often don't think about rubbing there, but if you rub them, again, it'll open up energy. Your feet have 26 bones. That means 26 joints. And so a lot of stagnant energy gets stuck there, but you want them open. So there's a special point in the bottom of your foot between the this toe and the middle toe, right about there. And if you rub it, everybody rub your hands, because that's good too, and kind of spread the energy out. So I put a tennis ball down and I just rub my foot along the tennis ball. And that's what I like about walking barefoot, even in my backyard that does not have grass, but I have these little pebbles, and it's like massaging the bottom of my feet. So I know it's opening up the kidney 1 point. We call that, in Tai Chi, they call that the wellspring. Wellspring meaning the energy bubbles up and it comes into the body. So first, let's look about some ways that we can release that energy. One of them is opening the foot, okay? Now I'm gonna stand up. You can stand up or you can stay seated. So take your hands like this, thumbs, place them on your back and just rub inwards like this. So what you're doing is you're opening up your belt meridian. We call it the belt flow or diamine meridian. So if you have any back pain, then energy might not be able to get up here and it's collecting. We want it to go all the way up to the top of our head and all the way down. So we have to unstick it. Open this up. All right. Another one I love is once that's open, you can blow out all the energy. And also, speaking of overwhelm, when we're in overwhelm, I don't know about you, but I feel like I can't take anything else in. And I feel like I've taken on too many people's energy, too much of the news, or just too much of everything. So letting go of energy is one of the first things I do before I bring clean energy in. All right, so make fists. There's lots of ways to do this, but I'm just gonna teach you the simple way. You're just gonna throw your hands down and make a sh sound or a sound or a sound. Anything that makes you feel like you're letting it go. And if you want to make it more movement, you swing your arms up and you swing down and you bounce and come up and down. Just do this and feel that irritation, that frustration, sometimes anger, just letting it go. All right. So the next one we're going to do is called Connect Heaven and Earth. So everybody bend your wrists like this. So one hand's going to go up, the other one's going to go down. But first, rub your hands, shake them off, place your hands on your thighs. Now, breathing in with your hands on the thighs will draw the energy up your legs. We want it to go here to low dantian, in your low belly. Place your hands here, breathe in, and exhale. One more time, breathe in. And place your hands either in a prayer pose or touching the fingers and thumbs. So what you're going to do is just put one hand down to the earth and one up to the sky. Now stretch, inhale, and exhale. Other side. Stretch. Exhale. We call this connecting heaven and earth. Inhale. But what you're doing is you're releasing stuck energy in your joints. Inhale. Exhale. So if you release the blockages, the chi can flow. So I'm also releasing everybody else's energy that I may have taken on. So if you're really sensitive, you've probably taken on other people's energy. And we just want to let go. So after you do that about 6 times, or as long as you like, you just bend over and you hang. Be sure to relax your neck and bend your knees. And stay there. And now you're just going to put your fingers, we're going to help our immune system, put your fingers close to your big toes or on them, drag them to the heels, bend your knees, and drag your hands up your inside seam to your armpit, to your waist, and I like to squeeze in a few more times. Okay, so there's 2 exercises that you can do. Let me see. Oh yeah, I love this one. Again, eliminating stuck energy. And I could do this just sitting up. Just do this. tapping down your arm and tap up. Then bring your palm down and tap down the arm and tap up. And come across your chest, let's do the other side. Tapping down, tap, come back up, and down, and up. Because you've got these rivers of energy, I call them like highways. They deliver energy to your heart, to your small intestines, to your lungs. And so we want to release any blockages, even just do this. So they go different directions. But right now we're just shaking and tapping. Speaking of shaking, put your palms up and you're just going to go like this with a little bounce. You know why I like this one? Bouncing moves the lymph. And you can go like this or shake off your hands. Again, we're not walking as much as our ancestors did. You can do your shoulders. You can do your hips, or you can shake your butt. That's my favorite. Okay, so you can shake and tap your whole body. That's going to let go of stagnant, cloudy, or unhappy chi. Or too much. We want to get that out of the body. Okay, another thing you could do for grounding is tap your cheekbones. Breathe. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. So we did another class with all the other points, and those are good too for eliminating stuck chi. And I won't go through all of those, but those are great to learn. Okay, the next one we're going to do, take your middle fingers, put one like this. So you're putting it between your eyebrows. This also calms your nervous system. Take your other one, put it in your belly button. Press the skin in and pull up. Now relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. And really relax your shoulders. That might mean bringing your elbow down in and exhale. So grounding is important because when we do it, I already feel less stress, less anxiety. I even notice I'm talking slower. So keep that in mind because many of us are really overwhelmed just from life. Life is overwhelming. So do more of this grounding exercises and it'll help you be able to cope with any negative or uncomfortable emotions that come up. I'm trying to not say negative because emotions are human. So they're just uncomfortable. So now what we're going to do is we're going to practice different holds on the body. I'm going to adjust my computer here. Okay. So these are different ways that you can, if you have water, take a sip. You know why? Oh, if you're standing on the earth barefoot, try to stand on wet grass. Or if you're on concrete, just pour water on there. Concrete will conduct the earth energy up. Water really helps because all your cells are electric. Okay, so we're going to start with a modified Wayne Cook. It's an exercise for your brain, but it also connects with your nervous system. Place the back of your hands together and put them like this and clasp your fingers. Bend your elbows and bring your wrist under so you're tucked in. So cross your ankles if you like, and just take a deep breath in and exhale. Just connect to your heart for a second. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going. So crossing your arms, your hands, and we even have our fingers crossed. Not only helps your brain, the language centers, helps you learn better, absorb information and retain it, but it really helps to get out of overwhelm. So in fact, I'm going to do that. I think we have enough time to do all of these with some nice deep breathing. Trust me, you're going to feel different when this is finished. So I heard Michelle Ernest, I love her, and I heard her say that crossing like this is like swaddling a baby. kind of makes them feel protected and hugged, really. So let's uncross your arms like that. Now you're going to lift your arms up and hug your shoulders. Now I try to scooch my hands. If this isn't comfortable, just hold wherever you like. Again, take a breath in and out. And in and out. The sound ha, by the way, is good for your heart. Slide down and hold your elbows. I'll scooch back. So your elbows, right above your elbow, I have to get it. So there. Just so I'm holding above my elbow. So anyway, adjust so it feels good for you. Take a breath in. Do that again. And when you exhale, feel your shoulders and your chest relax. So what you're doing is you're holding. Triple warmer governs the fight flight. So we're always trying to calm it down, let it know that we're safe. Keep saying that, I am safe. That will really help triple warmer a lot. Okay, the next one from here, we're going to move to some different holds. It's called the triple warmer spleen hug. So take one hand, doesn't matter which one, place it on the side of your ribs. You might feel your bra if you're a woman there. And just hold that. So breathe and exhale. Again, breathe and exhale. These only take like about 10 minutes. We're going to keep going. Let's switch hands. So you're holding your side and you're holding above your elbow. Again, it's like hugging yourself. And breathe. And think, I am safe. Breathe. I am safe. Thank you, Triple Warmer, for taking care of me. I'm giving my spleen energy a little hug, a little love, showing her some compassion. I see it as a mother, always giving, giving, giving. So you want to give that mother back. You want to reciprocate, just like nature does. So hold the elbow that's in front of you. Well, you're holding your elbow. Just bring the other hand up. And you're going to, let me see, how do I do this? Yeah, like this. Okay, I like doing these in a chair. I was doing them earlier today in my like easy chair, just kind of relaxing. So, I'm placing my fingertips on my temples and my hand is just kind of cradling my jaw. So there are acupuncture points that all help balance your emotions. So holding my elbow, breathe. And exhale. When I'm talking, you keep breathing, okay? Inhale. And exhale. Now you're simply going to change sides, holding your other. Oh, this is easy. Well, whatever feels good for you. Make sure you get the back of your elbow here. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Feel your body letting go. Now simply raise the bottom hand up to your other temple. So you're lightly touching your temples, but I want you to relax. It helps sometimes when I'm laying on a sofa. I just will lean over, breathe, and out. In through your nose, and out. Now, you're going to leave one hand on one side and then take 3 fingers like that. Then place it in the hollow just below your neck. And do it very lightly. It's a sensitive area. You can put fingertips there if that other hold doesn't feel right. So I'm leaning my arms against my chest. And breathe. I'm kind of just relaxing my neck and up. Again, inhale and exhale. Ideally, you'd want to stay here a little longer, especially if you're feeling anxious. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Temples And the other hand, 3 fingers, thumb, pointer, and ring, right in your hollow. These are points that are connected to stress, and they just help you calm down when you touch them. Keep breathing because your hands are your healing tools, and they're always with you. And there's a lot of time we're just watching something on television or the internet, someone's talking. You could be doing this. Don't need to remember them. This is going to be on YouTube, and eventually you'll learn them. Do them in any order. All right, from here, just hold both of them. Again, breathe and exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. You might notice your breathing is actually slowing down. So you're going to still hold the temple points with your thumbs now, and then you're going to do one at a time. Then you're going to put your fingertips lightly on your forehead. Switch, do the other thumb. I like to just rest my elbows on my chest. You can sit up straight, but that takes a little more effort. So I'm lightly touching my forehead points. These are your main stress neurovasculars. So they're like saying, oh my God, we've all done that maybe. I sure have. So this is where my hands go when I really need to bring blood, breathe. I really need to bring blood and oxygen and also cerebral spinal fluid back into my forebrain. Another inhale. Ideally, you want to stay here for as long as possible. If you want a more comfortable position, watch me and keep your fingers there. But now place your elbows to the sides. So I do this. It's much easier if I'm laying down and I prop up pillows under my elbows. And then it takes no effort whatsoever. One more breath. Exhale. So we're going to do this one now. One hand on your forehead and another hand just above your neck at the bottom of your head. Now you can move it up here if that feels better, right across from your forehead. So this one is more for the emotion of fear, and this one here is more about panic, anxiety, when your heart is racing. Again, propping up pillows under your elbows makes it really easy. Now, if you're finding that anxiety is keeping you awake at night, try this. Your hand, place it right here on your forehead. And then if you're a side sleeper, I have my pillow here and I'm just tucking my thumb on my temples, and then I'm leaning on my thumb, which helps my hand. So try this, just one way, just try it and breathe. I found that helps me fall back asleep, and you could still be doing this. That helps me. Any of these things, temples, there's no big rules that I know of. So whatever feels right for you, if it feels good to do this or hold your elbows, this for me is a natural way that I sit, or I put one elbow down. I just hold one elbow. And I do this all the time, talking to people or when I'm on the phone, because I want to retrain my energies to stay calm, because we lose our critical thinking part. When we're in stress, it just goes to that fight, flight, that limbic system, adrenaline gets pumped out, and then we're not thinking straight. So if you do this, you will retrain your body to stay calmer and out of overwhelm. I worked for almost 2 years at a clinical center, an intensive outpatient program for people with anxiety. That's the main thing we focused on. And I taught them all of these. And they would come back and say, Marina, I can't believe it. I'm sleepy. I can fall back asleep. And I just did what you said. And I feel so much better. So practice it. Make it a daily routine for yourself. I think that's it. And so now I'm going to look at some of the questions here. I see, okay, hello, there's Marcia, and I never thought of grounding this way. Yes, my breathing has slowed way down and it's much deeper. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box so I can answer them for you. And I can quickly review some things. Repeating is really important. That's why I teach a class Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And what we do is we don't do all the handholds, but we do everything else that you saw. But it's choreographed to music. I call it Maha 9. Ma is the mother, Pachamama. We call the mother Ma or Mama, okay? So we're getting energy from the earth. The whole class, we're thinking about that. Ha in Hawaiian means breath. And to me, breath is life and it's spirit. So the ha comes, it's from the sky, from the universe, and it comes in the top of our head. So we tap a lot and we bring it into third eye. We open up our third eye, okay? And then we bring it down to our heart. So we do a lot of Eden energy medicine, or it's now called the Eden method. We do a lot of that. And we connect it with I was a dance teacher many years, so I like to choreograph dances that incorporate these exercises. So I've been telling my students a lot that this is an opportunity for them. First of all, I feel like I'm on retreat. I go to retreats in China, and it's the most amazing thing because we're in a chi field. It's like it's a quantum field of energy, and you can create that on your own or with other people. And in my opinion, the chi field is always bigger when you're with a group. So if you do a practice, like I have the movement practice every day at 11 a.m., Monday through Friday, very, very, very affordable, like $5 a class. And then I have the meditation at 5, and we do Qigong meditation and chakra clearing meditations, and all of this is going to help your energy. So I'm telling my students it's important to find a way to meet the sacred every day. And that is from a Hopi elder who's been putting out messages to us to help us through this time. Find a way to meet the sacred every day. And for me, it's those two things. And I'm not an avid meditator. So for me to lead the meditation and to sit myself down and to focus on my breathing, it connects me with source. I feel grounded because we do grounding visualizations. We do all of that. There's so many ways you can see roots going into the earth. So, and in movement class, I really strongly recommend you move somehow, whether it's yoga, Tai Chi, dance. There's a lot of wonderful things and programs on the internet, but for me, movement is it's where I get my vitality, where I get my inspiration. And to me, inspiration comes from source creator energy, and it comes from eliminating all the toxins, all the blockages, all the things that limit us, whether it's our beliefs or whether it's stuck energy. So in my class, we trace all the meridians in a really fun way. We build up the aura, also important, and we tap and we shake. Anyway, you get, I just entered my 60s last year. And so I decided that's why I stopped dancing, because I kept injuring myself. But with this work, I don't. With doing Qigong and a combination, which my teachers in China call Qigong dance. So, and they feel it, last time I was there, I was teaching them these energy exercises, the Eden energy exercises, and they would do, ooh, I feel this. And they're very sensitive. So I know, and they can see energy. And they would tell me that when I was doing different exercises, they could, especially this one, they could tell that my energy field my biofield was expanding. So it works. It works, and it's very powerful. All right, I'm going to look here and see if anything else. I'm so much calmer. Sleeping class is coming this Friday. Oh, yay. Let's see. Never thought of grounding this way. Okay. So thank you so much for your compliments. I really appreciate it. And keep tuning in. We're here Fridays at 2 o'clock, and Tuesdays is going to be 10 o'clock. So, and also check out my Maha 9 classes. I think it's somewhere on Facebook. I know you can go to my website, whitefeatherwellness.com, White Feather Wellness. And a feather, the white feather in many Native American traditions is a symbol for braveness and that purity. And in the Second World War, soldiers in England were given white feathers. It's interesting. They were given white feathers if they didn't choose to go to war, if they wanted peace. And that was a very interesting thing, because in other traditions, it means bravery. It means having courage. So this is a time to summon up our courage to be the best that we can be. And you're on a spiritual retreat right now, whether you know it or not. So find a practice that helps you focus your energy, your body, your energies, especially your triple warmer, which has to do with habits, will feel calmer when it knows what's coming. So choose something and do it every day. Same time every day is even better. So have a wonderful weekend, and a hui ho till we meet again.